Hi, I'm Dan, and this is your Morning Cup of Inspiration. I don't have my mug. I'm on location in Palos Hills, Illinois, visiting Beth's mom. And I'll tell you, my trip so far was amazing. In St. Joe, Michigan, people lined up at the bookstore to get Hurricane of Love. A lot of old friends, people I've known, and a lot of QVC viewers, new friends I met. And then I spoke at a real cool church called The Bridge of St. Joe on Sunday, and it went so well. God really worked, and a lot of people afterwards stood in line and met me and pick up the book. So a lot of people will be reading about Beth and her love, and it was just an amazing time. I appreciate your prayers because I just had beat strep throat, and then I had some kind of an infection that's going on. They think it might be due to my prostate, so I've got to get it all checked out when I get back. But at least I'm pain-free now, but I'm not sleeping much at night. So please pray for me. You know, sometimes when you do something like this, the old enemy doesn't want you to do it. And he tries to stop you, and that's what I feel like has been happening. But God always wins. God's victorious, and I'm having a wonderful time. If I could just sleep more than 2 hours in a row now, that would help. But I want to talk to you about a verse that's found in 1 Thessalonians 5:17. It's real simple. It says, pray without ceasing. And a lot of you may be thinking, pray without ceasing? You mean without stopping, just praying all the time? And I think it means just being in a constant state of prayer. I'm sorry, there's some noise here, a jet overhead, and you hear the locusts. But my thought is pray without ceasing. And I can tell you that when Beth was sick, I truly was praying without ceasing. I was praying all the time in my spirit, asking God to help her. It was constantly in the back of my mind, sometimes even in my sleep. I found myself praying, and that's what I found myself doing on this trip because I've had a lot of pain, a lot of issues, and yet God has pulled me through. But praying without ceasing, I'm praying things like, oh, dear Jesus, please touch me. Please give me the strength that I need to get through this next event or this next speaking engagement. Lord, help it not to be me speaking. Help it not to be my words, but help it to be your words flowing through me. And that's what Brian and Terry and I all pray when we bring you these messages. So pray without ceasing. You can just talk to God. It doesn't have to be our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That was the Lord's Prayer, and that's a model for how to pray. But God just wants us to talk to him. You know, in the next verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:18, it says, in all things give thanks. And I'm constantly saying, thank you, God. Thank you for my health. Thank you that I can be here. Thank you that my car has been running good. Thank you for food. Thank you that I live in a country where I'm free and I can worship you. So that's my thought. Pray without ceasing. God will always be with you. God bless, and I'll see you soon for another Morning Cup of Inspiration. And thank you for your prayers.